Welcome to Cruising with Kim and Jen. We're going to be talking today about the 10 must-have cruise medications. These are the things that we think are the most important when we go. Now, as you know, we're both registered nurses and we always take medicine with us.
You'll never know what you're going to come down with.
The ship just doesn't have very many things. Now, we're going to tell you 10 things and a bonus thing, especially with seasickness, that you don't want to miss this because this was a huge surprise to us.
Yes.
So our first thing that we want to talk about is pain medication, like pain reliever.
Yeah. Tylenol, ibuprofen, whatever your choice is, have it handy, have it on you, because don't just keep it in the bathroom, take it on excursions with you.
Right.
I know I forgot it once and needed some, and you just never know. It's
Dayquil, NyQuil.
My goodness, on our very first cruise, I got sick at the end of it. It was probably like the day, not the day before we left, but maybe 2 days. And fever, chills, felt horrible. And she had brought some Dayquil and NyQuil and just started loading me up. And I mean, it got me through the rest of the days. Yeah, because you may be healthy when you start out, but
right. 7 days later, maybe not so much. Imodium, Pepto-Bismol.
Tummy issues, it happens.
Ugh, yes, it does.
You know, you're out, you're in different countries, you're eating different foods, even on the cruise ship. I mean, but you know, to go along with the tummy issues, wash your hands all the time. Sanitizer, wash your hands. Germs, you know, a lot of people, germs everywhere, but you never know. So keep these medications handy.
Absolutely. Then swimmer's ear. That's something sometimes people don't think about.
I wouldn't think of that.
Yes,
but
you don't really get that so much.
No.
I'm the one with the bad ears. So get some swimmer's ear medication so you can dry out your ears, or if you've been in the ocean, or just even an earache. I mean, it's something that's no fun, fun at all.
Yeah.
Neosporin and hydrocortisone.
Yeah.
And why should we need
swear,
that?
I have had it all on these cruises. It wasn't the cruise fault. I got in some weeds before one of our cruises and developed like a poison ivy type of a rash. I don't know what it was. Itchy rash. And I suffered. Did I not suffer on that many days? Because I did not take any kind of relief for that. They didn't have anything on the ship.
No.
Aruba. We went to Aruba. I walked all around Aruba looking for some calamine lotion. I finally found some, but I paid like $18 for a small bottle of that. So
it wasn't any good. It was real watery.
It was watery. It didn't work very good.
It wasn't like
either.
back in the States.
So, but you just never know what you're going to encounter, especially when you're doing excursions.
Yes.
You're maybe out amongst plants and things you're not used to. Rashes happen. Allergic reactions happen. Yeah, just get some
absolutely
itch relief or whatever you want to call it.
With Neosporin, which takes us to our number 6, Band-Aids. Just get a baggie in all different size of bandages and then your Neosporin hydrocortisone. If you put them in a baggie, I mean, it doesn't take up much room and can be a lifesaver, can it?
Yeah.
I mean, absolute lifesaver.
Oh, yeah. Just, you may need blisters on your feet, whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. And lidocaine, sun relief, or aloe vera.
That's important. A lot of sun.
A lot of sun, especially these Caribbean ones. I've also heard even in Alaska, your face can get burnt. And so,
yes, take some relief. She brought some. I didn't. I needed it.
Yes. That was a catamaran where we spent all day.
I got like sun poisoning.
Oh, where were we? St. Lucia.
St. Lucia,
the Pythons. Yeah. Oh gosh, that was fun. Yeah, I mean, it was so fun. We were full exposure sun for 8 hours. And
well, yeah,
we
didn't have any kind of tan on us. It was April, and we were white as could be, and got burnt. Yes.
Yes. Number 8. Man, I've heard so much about this. Prescription medicines. People, it's not that difficult. Take your prescription medication with you. Only you know what you need.
And you don't need the original bottles.
No, everybody
People ask that all the time.
That all the time.
No, just take it in a pill organizer, little baggies, whatever you want to take it in. But
I think we have a picture of that as well. That what we normally
take. But just make sure you take enough for the whole duration of your of your cruise. Now, I know when we took my mom, she had a pill box, and those are really good, but she didn't get them closed good, and she lost pills, and there was pills everywhere.
Pills everywhere.
That's a whole other subject.
And then good sunscreen. And
important.
Yes.
Yeah, they recommend reef safe if you're going to be in the ocean where there's reef. A lot, different countries actually require this.
It's true.
I forget which ones now.
I don't know. I think the ABCs and St. Thomas, like Aruba,
they
Bonaire,
require
Curacao.
this. So you just, it'll say on there if it's reef safe or not.
Yes, and it's not hard to find. You can just Amazon. And number 10, last but not least that we're going to be talking about is your seasick medicine. Now, we are very fortunate that we don't or have not had seasickness.
No.
However, we did take our families in last January, and so we had several members that needed some of the Dramamine, and what all did we have? I mean,
there's several different
ginger
motion
juice,
sickness things that you can get. A lot of people like the little patch.
Let's talk about
the picture
patch.
here. It shows, it kind of shows where you put the patch.
Yes.
A lot of people like that because you put it on before you go on your cruise, and then you don't have to, it's just on. It's on for the duration, and
it works really good for a lot of people.
It works really good for a lot of people.
Patch. Let's go there. This would be our bonus for this. We want to put a disclaimer on this.
Yes.
We are not sponsored by anybody, and we're not suggesting one thing or another, but we will say we had a very bad experience with a prescription patch, and we'll even put the name up here.
And I think most of those patches are prescription.
I think so as well.
But my mom had one because she didn't want to get seasick, and we put it on. She kind of forgot. It recommends putting it on, I don't know, a day or something advance.
Something like that.
She put it on in the cruise terminal while we were waiting to board.
That's right.
Which was fine. I put it on her. We went about our business, and starting the next day, I guess it was, Mom starts acting really different, and I didn't know what was going on. It's like, what is wrong with her? She was confused. She was, Mom was 84, by the way.
Yes, it's
at the time, and confused. Oh gosh, what else? She was unsteady, more really unsteady than normal.
Yeah, she uses a walker, but she was even unsteady with that because she can walk in the room, but like trip coming out of the bathroom.
And I kept saying, what is wrong with her? Something's wrong with her.
Yes.
And I was really concerned that she was having a stroke or something.
Yes, I was
Jennifer's like, no, I don't think it's a stroke. And I'm like, well, what? Maybe she's taken too much of her medicine
that
or
was something. That's when we started counting the medicine. And
we didn't know what was going on, but different things starts happening in our cabin. And I'm smiling because we got a big kick out of all of this. But
she entertained us.
It was very entertaining. But at the same time, clearly something wasn't right. And, and after 2 days of that, and it was just kind of getting worse.
Oh, by far.
She didn't know if it was day or night. She didn't know what time it was. She didn't know. I mean, it was very...
We would come back after a show, and she'd been in there since 9 o'clock and be like, where are we going, girls?
Yeah, we're getting our pajamas on. Mom's like, okay, girls, where are we going? And we're like, well, it's midnight, Mom. We're going to bed. And she's like, oh, okay. She had no clue. She tripped in the bathroom, she fell. It was just all kinds of things. So we went to bed that night, and I'm laying there racking my brain, trying to think, what is different? What is different? What's going on with her? Then I remembered the patch, and I sat up in bed, flipped the light on, I said, look up the side effects of this patch. Okay, so she looks it up. Clearly, it was like in bold letters on the packaging or whatever. Or would you just look on your phone? I can't remember.
Yes, I looked it up, and what the side effects were.
Yeah, the side effect. Of course, it lists, every medication has lots of side effects. But the one that stood out in kind of bold letters was, do not administer to elderly people. It causes confusion, agitation, unsteadiness, all the things that Mom was having. Check. It's like, oh my God, that's it. And so I said, okay, well, now we probably know what it is. I'll take it off of her in the morning. Jennifer's like, no, you take it off of her now.
Absolutely not.
So I get up and go over there and rip that off of Mom's neck. It took about another 24 hours before she started getting better.
Yes.
And then she was slowly, you know, getting better. But it takes a while for that to get out of your system. Just be aware. I'm not saying don't give it to elderly people. I guess just be aware that this is something that use caution.
Yes.
This is something that could happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen to everybody.
No, and I think without our background, we would have probably ended up taking her to medical.
Oh yeah, we knew when we got to Nassau, we were going to have to take her to the hospital.
Yeah, this was kind of like our last effort where we're going down through what this possibly could be. I mean, we knew that she visibly, her heart rate was fine and things like that, but
something was clearly wrong.
Yeah, it was altering her mental capability, which was such rapid decline in 48 hours that she's like, do you notice this? I'm like, well, hard not to notice this one.
It was very significant and scary. And
if you cruise with elderly people, just be warned about that. We're not saying that they're bad, but oh my goodness, I'm glad that we figured it out, because we had a great time after that.
We did. It was all great, but it was not going to be that great, because we were having to like babysit her every move.
It was pretty scary.
She was very worrisome.
Yeah, it's very worrisome. But now we know.
These are just, you know, recommendations of the medications you want to think about taking. You want to be prepared, basically.
Absolutely.
Be prepared for anything that may happen that you can, you know, help.
I mean, because you can't avoid everything, but some of these things are going to save you a cost of going downstairs to the infirmary, which is going to be hundreds of dollars.
Very expensive.
Hopefully this helps. These are our top 10 recommendations, and one to be very, very uber cautious about. And so stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.